I gotta be honest with you, for years, I was in a really toxic relationship with my phone. I mean, it felt like it was glued to my hand, this constant weight on my mind. I knew I had to do something, but I had no idea where to even start. And yeah, that was me. That was my life. I'd wake up and before my brain even fully booted up, I was scrolling. Standing in line for coffee, scrolling. I'd tell myself, "Okay, just check one thing," and bam, an hour would just disappear. It was this endless, draining cycle of distraction and guilt, and I felt completely trapped. But here's the thing. I found a way out. And it wasn't about finding some secret reserve of superhuman willpower, not at all. It was about finally understanding how my own brain works and then using this simple, almost ridiculously effective system. And I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, step by step, right now. All right, let's get right into it. The first thing you absolutely have to get, and this is so important, is that this is not your fault. Your struggle to put the phone down is not a moral failing. You're not lazy, you're not undisciplined. There's something much, much bigger going on here. For the longest time, I lived on the left side of this equation, just beating myself up. But the truth is, our brains are basically ancient hardware trying to operate in a world of super advanced, persuasive software. And that software, all those apps and feeds, they were designed by some of the smartest people on the planet, specifically to hack our brain's most basic instincts. So what's actually happening in your head? Well, it's this thing called the dopamine-seeking reward loop. Every new photo, every notification, every dumb video, it gives you this tiny little unpredictable hit of a feel-good chemical called dopamine. It is literally like having a slot machine in your pocket, and your brain is just wired to pull that lever over and over and over again. And this whole addictive loop, it runs on one simple, primitive rule. Your brain doesn't really care what's best for you in the long run. Nope. It's got a much, much simpler priority. Speed. That's it. It's not about how big the reward is. It's about how fast you get it. Study after study shows that when you give the brain a choice, it will almost always pick the thing that delivers the quickest hit of good feelings. And that right there is the core of the problem. Nothing in our world, and I mean nothing, is faster at delivering a reward than our phones. That endless feed is always on, always new, always one twitch of your thumb away. Reading a book, going for a walk, even talking to a friend. They're great, but they just can't compete on speed. It's an unfair fight, and it's why willpower alone is a losing strategy. We need a better system. So if just trying harder isn't the answer, what is? Well, this is the good part. This is where we stop fighting our brain and start working with it. The system is called habit stacking, an idea made famous by James Clear. And it's all about using the routines you already have to build the new ones you want. The concept is honestly brilliant. Think about all the stuff you already do every single day without even thinking about it, right? Brushing your teeth, making coffee, taking off your shoes when you get home. Habit stacking just hooks a new positive habit onto the back of one of those old ones. It's like adding a new car to a train that's already chugging along. And the formula is just as simple as it looks. After I do my current thing, I will do my new thing. That's it. You don't have to find new motivation or set a reminder. The old habit automatically becomes the trigger for the new one. It's beautiful. Okay, so that's the theory. Let's make this real. Let's actually build an escape plan. We're going to create a few small, simple stacks to fill in those exact moments where your hand would normally, instinctively, start reaching for your phone. All right, the morning. This is the first battle of the day, right? So instead of the alarm leading to scrolling, you create a new domino effect. The coffee machine beeps, that's your cue to stretch, not to scroll. You make the bed, that's your cue to think one positive thought. Each little action flows into the next, and you start building momentum for a good day before your phone even has a chance to ruin it. And the same exact idea works for your workday. You know those little gaps? The awkward 5 minutes after a Zoom call ends? The walk to the kitchen to get more water? Those are the danger zones for mindless scrolling. By plugging in these little positive habits, you basically reclaim those moments and keep yourself out of that reactive social media vortex. Now here's a crucial tip to make all of this actually stick. It's called the 2-minute rule. If journal for one page sounds like way too much work, change it to write one sentence. If stretch for 2 minutes feels like a chore, just do one good neck roll. The goal at the very beginning is just to show up. A habit has to be established before it can ever be improved. I'm not exaggerating when I say this one stack completely changed my life. See how it's a chain reaction? Closing the laptop triggers putting the phone away. Putting the phone away triggers picking up a book. It creates this powerful end-of-day ritual that tells your brain, okay, we're done with screens, it's time to wind down for real. So habit stacking is your offense. But a good strategy also needs a great defense. And that defense is all about redesigning your environment. The goal here is simple. Make scrolling harder and make your good habits easier. You're setting up your life so the right choice is the default choice. And this is where so many people stumble. You can't just take the phone away and leave a giant void. Your brain is getting something from all that scrolling, even if it's basically mental junk food. If you just take it away without offering a healthier alternative, you're going to be miserable and you're going to go right back. The key isn't to remove dopamine, it's to upgrade your source of it. So think about it as a trade. We're swapping out that cheap, empty buzz from fast dopamine for the deep, lasting satisfaction of slow dopamine. Yeah, these things might take a little more effort up front, but they leave you feeling restored and energized, not drained and regretful. This is how you make the bad habit harder. Each of these steps adds a little bit of what's called friction. Turning your screen to grayscale suddenly makes it super boring. Hiding apps in a folder makes you pause and think before you open them. And charging your phone across the room, well, that makes the midnight scroll mission a whole lot less appealing. You are literally designing your environment to protect you from your worst impulses. So where does all this lead? When you put all these pieces together, understanding your brain, building your habit stacks, redesigning your space, something really profound starts to shift. And it's not just about spending a few less hours staring at a screen. It's much, much deeper than that. And this quote just says it all. You stop living your life reacting to every little ping and buzz. You reclaim your ability to actually focus, to be present with the people you love, to sit quietly and just think. You start deciding where your energy goes. You start to feel like yourself again. So now you have the system. It's simple, it's backed by science, and it absolutely works. The only question left is, what's on the other side of that screen for you? What passion, what hobby, what relationship have you been wanting to pour your energy into? Your attention is the most valuable currency you have. It's time to take it back.